friends and speed enthusiasts, welcome to a new video.
Today we will review the best qualifying runs of the 11 and 10-second cars, the fastest ones from the second edition of the Barranquilla 2023 quarter-mile Christmas Cup.
We begin with a duel between Angel Molina's BMW M340i xDrive and Miguel Palencia's BMW M440i xDrive.
Angel Molina in his BMW M340i xDrive takes the lead with a time of 11.217 seconds, followed by Miguel Palencia in his BMW M440i xDrive with a time of 11.981 seconds.
Next up is Ronald Chavez in his Audi RS3.
Ronald Chavez in his Audi RS3 clocks a time of 11.363 seconds, securing the second position.
Next, Sebastian Sepulveda presents in his BMW M240i xDrive, facing Ronald Chavez this time aboard his Audi SQ5.
Sebastian Sepulveda in his BMW M240i xDrive becomes the new leader of the table, thanks to his time of 11.170 seconds.
Meanwhile, Ronald Chavez in his Audi SQ5 records a time of 11.441 seconds, placing him in fourth position.
The turn is now for Ernesto Busch in his Chevrolet Montecarlo. Ernesto Busch in his Chevrolet Montecarlo takes the third position by clocking a time of 11.312 seconds.
Next up is Andres Cabrera in his Honda Civic.
Andres Cabrera in his Honda Civic records a time of 11.622 seconds, placing him in sixth position on the table.
The next qualifier is Alfonso Beltran in his supercharged Ford Mustang GT.
11-266 para Alfonso Ultra. Dale. Seguro. Vamos. Permiso.
With a time of 11.266 seconds, Alfonso Beltran in his Ford Mustang GT secures the third position.
Next, Omar Gonzalez presents his turbocharged Honda Civic with a K24 engine.
Omar Gonzalez in his Honda Civic clocks a time of 11.353 seconds, placing him in fifth position.
The turn is now for Nicolas Montia's Ford Mustang.
Nicolas Montia in his Ford Mustang records a time of 11.272 seconds, securing the fourth position.
Now we have a duel between Andres Cabrera's Honda Civic and Freddy Gonzalez's BMW M140i.
Hey Freddy, caliéntalo bien para que patines aquí adelante, ¿viste? Que ese eres tú.
Andres Cabrera in his Honda Civic drops out of the race.
Meanwhile, Freddy Gonzalez in his BMW M140i takes the 10th position with a time of 11.818 seconds.
Next up is Anthony Julio in his BMW X3 M Competition.
Anthony Julio in his BMW X3M clocks a time of 11.461 seconds, thus taking the 9th position.
Now we have a duel between the two fastest cars so far, Angel Molina's BMW M340i xDrive and Sebastian Sepulveda's BMW M240i xDrive. If you are enjoying the video, please support us with a like.
After a very close duel and thanks to reaction time, the victory goes to Angel Molina in his BMW M340i xDrive.
Furthermore, he improves his previous record by clocking a time of 11.136 seconds.
However, the first position is denied to him by Sebastian Sepulveda in his BMW M240i xDrive, as he also improves his previous record, marking a time of 11.085 seconds, which keeps him in the first place.
Next, Ronald Chavez presents his Audi RS3 for another run.
Ronald Chavez in his Audi RS3 improves his previous record by 47 milliseconds, clocking a time of 11.316 seconds. This moves him from 7th to 6th position, just 4 milliseconds away from Ernesto Busch's 5th position in his Montecarlo.
Now, a duel presents itself between Stick Gonzalez in his BMW X3 M40i and Anthony Julio in his BMW X3 M Competition.
Anthony Julio in his BMW X3M drops out of the race, while Stick Gonzalez in his BMW X3 M40i clocks a time of 11.591 seconds, thus placing him in the 10th position.
Next up is Angel Molina in his BMW M340i xDrive, aiming to take the lead of the table.
Angel Molina in his BMW M340i xDrive improves his previous record by clocking a time of 11.080 seconds, thus taking the first position by just 5 milliseconds over the second-place contender.
Following that, Ronald Chavez in his Audi SQ5 makes another run.
Ronald Chavez in his Audi SQ5 improves his previous record by 372 milliseconds, clocking a time of 11.069 seconds.
This catapults him from 8th to the 1st position on the table, with just an 11 millisecond difference over the new 2nd place.
Next, Miguel Palencia in his BMW M440i xDrive makes another run.
Miguel Palencia in his BMW M440i xDrive improves his previous record by 142 milliseconds, clocking a time of 11.839 seconds.
However, it's not enough to climb in the rankings.
Now we have a duel between Angel Molina's BMW M340i xDrive and Freddy Gonzalez's BMW M140i. Subscribe and activate notifications so you don't miss our next videos.
Angel Molina in his BMW does not manage to improve his previous record.
Meanwhile, Freddy Gonzalez in his BMW M140i does so, clocking a time of 11.769 seconds. However, it's not enough to move up in the standings.
Next, Nicolas Montilla in his Ford Mustang makes another run.
Nicolas Montilla in his Ford Mustang improves his previous record by 108 milliseconds, clocking a time of 11.164 seconds, enough to move up one position from 5th to 4th place.
Next up is Omar Gonzalez's Honda Civic once again.
Omar Gonzalez in his Honda Civic improves his previous record by 68 milliseconds, clocking a time of 11.285 seconds, moving him from 7th to 6th position.
Next, Andres Cabrera's Honda Civic faces off against Freddy Gonzalez's BMW M140i.
Andres Cabrera in his Honda Civic improves his previous record by 57 milliseconds, clocking a time of 11.575 seconds, moving up from 11th to 10th position.
Freddy Gonzalez in his BMW M140i, on the other hand, does not improve his previous time.
Now we have a duel between Stick Gonzalez and his BMW X3 M40i and Alfonso Beltran's Ford Mustang GT.
Tiempo para David Sasa 13.452, permíteme.
Excelente, muy nice.
Stick Gonzalez in his BMW X3 M40i does not improve his previous record.
On the other hand, Alfonso Beltran in his Ford Mustang GT improves his previous time by 126 milliseconds, clocking an ET of 11.140 seconds, which moves him from 5th to 4th place.
Next up to make a new run is Sebastian Sepulveda in his BMW M240i xDrive.
Tiempo para Francia.
Sebastian Sepulveda in his BMW M240i xDrive improves his previous record by 51 milliseconds, clocking a time of 11.034 seconds, thus moving from 3rd to 1st place in the standings.
Now we have a duel between Ronald Chavez in his Audi SQ5 and Anthony Julio in his BMW X3 M Competition.
Ronald Chavez in his Audi SQ5 does not improve his previous record.
Meanwhile, Anthony Julio in his BMW X3 M improves his previous time by 144 milliseconds, clocking an ET of 11.317 seconds. However, he remains in the 9th position.
Next, Stick Gonzalez in his BMW X3 M40i presents himself again.
Stick Gonzalez in his BMW X3 M40i clocks a time of 11.494 seconds, improving his previous record by 97 milliseconds and moving from 11th to 10th position.
Next up, Angel Molina in his BMW M340i xDrive makes a new run, attempting to regain the lead.
Angel Molina in his BMW M340i xDrive improves his previous record by 58 milliseconds, clocking a time of 11.022 seconds, thus moving from third to first position.
Next, Ernesto Busch in his Chevrolet Montecarlo makes a new run.
Ernesto usa su tiempo de 11.006.
Ernesto Busch in his Chevrolet Monte Carlo sets a tremendous time of 11.006 seconds, moving from 7th to 1st position.
Now Ronald Chavez in his Audi SQ5 presents himself, facing Freddy Gonzalez in his BMW M140i.
Freddy Gonzalez in his BMW does not improve his previous record, while Ronald Chavez in his Audi SQ5 clocks a time of 10.985 seconds, thus becoming the top qualifier in the 10-second category.
With this, the qualifying sessions come to an end, with 12 vehicles in the 11-second category.
However, from the final of the 12-second cars, Anthony Julio in his Audi Q5 enters the 11-second category.
Señores, y todo parece indicar que el ganador de este fin que es
Thanks to a time of 11.914 seconds, Anthony Julio in his Audi Q5 was disqualified from the 12-second category and moved to join the ranks of the 11-second category.
Thus, with one vehicle classified in the 10-second category and 13 vehicles in the 11-second category, the finals are prepared.
These cars will face off against each other in search of the championship trophies. But we'll see that in an upcoming video. Subscribe so you don't miss it.
Thus we come to the end of the video. If you liked it, support us with a like and consider subscribing to see more videos like this. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time.